years ago, I met a friend of mine that from work as a coworker. But upon becoming friends, we learned that he is 20 years younger than I. Ooh, I know. Well,
can I ask how old he is?
He's 36.
You're 56 years old?
Yes, I am. I'm 56, yes.
Okay, you look amazing for 56 years old. Okay, good. All right, now let's hear this here. So go ahead.
I never dated anyone 20 years younger. Usually it's like maybe 6 years. I think maybe the oldest, maybe 8 years, but never has been 20 years old. The question would be, should I remain friends or try to pursue?
You ain't got to try. What are we talking about? The reason you and this boy is still talking, because y'all done already discussed further. You've already discussed it. The moment you found out he was 20 years younger and he found out you was 20 years older, y'all had the discussion. You said to him what you've said to us. I've dated someone 6 years younger than me, maybe 8, but I've never done nothing but 20. His next statement was, age ain't nothing but a number. I can about promise you that. I can tell you, matter of fact, lady, I can tell you just how the conversation went. Then he told you this, but I don't want it to affect our friendship because your friendship has been so important to me over the years. Ain't he said it?
Yes.
I know he said it. I know exactly why he said it. Because he just needed to be okay with you. He already know it ain't finna work out. Because he know the gap is too big. But if you okay with trying it, he okay with trying it. So when it don't work out, it was your idea.
Like I said, you can like someone, but when you realize it's not, you know, that something that I'm going to say that, and hear me out, that God has in store for us.
What? Don't bring the Lord in.
I know.
Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't. See, I know what this is. You just trying to get Uncle Steve to tell you to walk away. But you don't really want to walk away. So now look, you know what you ought to do? Uncle Steve gonna let you off the hook. Go on, get it out your system. But wear his young ass out. Put his ass to sleep. Boom. We'll be right back.
and welcome to the Unspoken Heart Discussion Hour. I am your co-host, D-Man. So let's bring in our first guest to the show, the founder and the CEO of Spicy Braves. Welcome her to the show. All right, what I say? And let's bring in Denise. All right. And last but not least, King, where you at?
I don't think you came in just yet.
Not yet.
Oh.
We're still trying to reach him.
Oh, he must be with that cougar. Okay, well, hey, let's go ahead and talk about younger men dating older women. Now, I did a little research. I was talking to Spike about this, and basically it's showing we got about 30% of women, the 40s to 69 years of age group, dating younger men. And from 50 to 59, it prefers dating men 40 and younger. Have you ever thought about dating a younger man?
$5.
You talking to me or Denise?
All right.
Talking to you.
All right.
I know. I'm gonna be honest. I've done it before.
What?
Yes.
What?
He was 10 years younger, and he is the father of my youngest one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I did. I'm telling you, I would not do it again. Never ever again, because I'm gone up.
Well, it wasn't that bad now, was it?
Yeah, it was. It really was. Yeah, because I mean, in my perspective, like when I dated the younger guy, my father, he was 10 years younger, and the mentality was totally different from mine. I mean, I'm gonna just be honest. It's like really the only thing that was good when it came down to us was when the door was closed. But when it came down to anything else, he was not on my level. He just wasn't on my level.
Well, do y'all still communicate and talk and have a good communication and everything today?
Yeah, they're waiting for you.
We tolerate each other.
Oh, okay. Well,
and that's because we got a son together.
Right.
I'm a firm believer that we should not be putting our children in the middle of things. And also my relationship with him is just that. My son's relationship with his dad has nothing to do with me. So I do not interfere with that. But if I see my son being disrespectful, then I'll stop him in his tracks and say, no, you're going to respect your dad. And I think that's where the difference is in maturity levels, because he's vindictive in childish ways. And with me, I'm more like on the cordial maturity level to where I'm like, no, I'm not going to put my child in that. We need to be cordial. We need to get along.
Well, that's one thing I was going to talk to you about, because of women, women reach when you said, women reach their sexual peak around 40, and men reach around 19. And most men that are young, they feel they can learn a lot of things from an older woman because she has experience in life. She usually have her things together. Most of them truly are just attracted to older women because they feel younger girls their age are too immature. So it's a little so on that. Teresa, have you ever thought about dating a younger man?
No.
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 Not one time?
No.
Well, Tanice been getting a lot of hits on that picture. I don't know what she's doing with that leg, but they coming to my inbox instead of hers.
They're coming to my inbox.
They have.
Well, man. Well, wait a minute, Spice. Are they old men or they young men?
They actually are older men, and one of them was young. One was young. He's like in his 20s, and he was like, I would love to get with that. And I said, well, too bad. That's like my sister. You ain't going nowhere there, because I'm putting that barricade right there.
No young people. Nobody younger than me.
Yeah, but I sent her screenshots of the comments. I did.
Did you now? Do I need to go ahead and peek at this real quick?
That's why she's smiling. That's all right.
It's the one picture. She got that leg sticking out. She got that white and black skirt on. She do look sexy though. I'm strictly dickly, but she do look sexy in that.
It is what it is.
Nothing wrong with that. Now, when I was in my 30s, I had a few older women trying to talk to me. I think I even told Teresa about this woman named Mary. Now, Spicy, Teresa knows, this was like a blind date. The woman came to pick me up. Now, I had my brother, cousin, them out there sitting out there, waiting. So when I was sitting outside, I said, oh yeah, that's Mary. So I go to the car. Now, first of all, she didn't tell me how old she was. I get to the car and open the car. There's a 70-year-old woman sitting in the driver's seat.
70?
Yeah, I was shocked. I got in the car and went on a date with her. So we went on a date, and instead of her sitting across from me, she sat right next to me. Now, she was playing in my ear, rubbing on my leg. And I was kind of like, I wasn't quite feeling that. But she put all her cards on the table. She said, look, I'm not going to lie to you. I like younger men. I'm looking for a man that can travel the world with me, do things, be a companion. Your job is just to keep me happy. And I'm just sitting there looking at her like, Now, the next thing she does, she put out her checkbook. Now, I told Teresa about the Spicy. The woman had bank. I'm talking about millions of dollars. She had big money. I sat there for a minute and thought about it, but I'm like, I just couldn't do it. I just can't do it.
Girl, you could have done it for the girl, do it for the kids.
No.
That remind me of, I remember in Soul Brothers, where she's like a velveteen rub.
Yeah.
She took out her teeth.
Dang, take one for the team.
No. I just couldn't do it because she was just, looking at her looked like a great grandma or something. She was more, now I'm not gonna lie, she was a little bit more attractive. I might have did it, but she was just, she was just a little too old when she looked that age, and I don't care how much money she had, I just couldn't do it. So when I was younger, I got approached by a couple of cougars, but I got nothing against dating old women, but I just didn't find none of those women attractive or nothing like that. But I wish King D was here because I would like to ask a younger man some questions.
He's getting ready to step in. I just got in contact with him, and I'm not sure if he's there yet, but he said he's clicking in.
All right.
Well, like I said, mostly when it comes to older women, younger men like I said, they like to learn things from the older women and the experience they're going through, and like you said, behind the doors most of the time because they feel like you can't get an older woman pregnant. That's what I hear about. With the younger men,
he must have been reading the Bible because who was that? Who was that ended up getting pregnant and she was like older than 70?
She was like 80-something years old,
90-something or something like that.
She was. I think she was I think she was in the 70s, I believe. Was she in the 70s? Yeah, I think.
I thought she was in her 80s.
Yeah, she was older. She was older in the Bible.
But she didn't have any more kids. But see, God had something to do with that because
God has something to do with everything.
But no, they showed overseas. I think I want to say it was in India or something where they was in their 70s. It was a husband and wife, and they gave birth to a newborn baby. And the courts were trying to step in because I think they were like in like 79, something like that. And the courts were saying that they was not capable to take care of a newborn baby. So I don't know what was the outcome of that. But they were trying to take the baby away from them because they said he was too old to be raising a newborn baby.
That don't make any sense. Well, different laws in different places and everything. So, but like I said, I asked. Me personally, I can go by my experience and guys that I used to hang out with, and like I said, a lot of older women. They're just mature. They know how to take care of themselves compared to the younger women. You know, they have themselves together. They know where they're going and everything. Besides the business and everything like that, but that's why most younger guys find older women, cougars, attractive and everything. They just the women their age, they say they're too immature.
But
They
you know what?
play too many games.
They titled the woman as a cougar, but when it comes down to a man, they say you're just dating a younger woman. I mean, I would feel like, okay, doesn't that make him a cougar too?
They make him a sugar daddy.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, sugar daddy. That's how they or sugar daddy. Sugar, they give that sugar. Now,
we got two names then. They call us sugar mama, and they call us cougars.
Yeah,
cougars. Yeah, cougars. You know, I asked one woman says she prefers to date men her age, but she been having a lot of young men approaching her and everything, and she felt like, well, maybe she should. She was saying she might think about dating a younger man, but maybe someone 10 years younger and everything, because most of the older men are seeking out younger women. You know, a lot of younger women, and usually some women never thought about being a cougar, but some of them just don't want to be by themselves. So some of them are kind of thinking about dating guys maybe 10 years younger, maybe 15 years younger. And
I don't know.
So
now that I'm 50, it's like I was 32 at the time and he was 22. But now that I'm 50, you know, my outlook on life and perspectives are totally different. And I know now that, you know, when you've been through enough, you like enough is enough. I ain't got time for this. But looking at my son now, he would have been actually 31 years old. And I when I look at my kids now at them being grown, I just couldn't date a guy that's the same age or close range in age of my children. I would feel very uncomfortable.
Yeah, well, I would too. If I have an older son, if he was dating a cougar, I wouldn't really feel too good about that. And I know his mom wouldn't feel too good about that. And you know, my other son, I wouldn't like it either.
Yeah.
You know, none of them. I just wouldn't feel comfortable. No. Unless she's rich. If she's rich, I'm gonna say go for it. Go. I'm just
those young guys that wouldn't that just about the money. You know what I'm saying? They be like, oh, she got money, I could get, you know, because I used to have a coworker and he doesn't work there no more. But he slept and gave company to an older woman, but she was married and the husband was in a wheelchair. He couldn't do nothing for her. But when he broke it off with her, he said, well, I already got my student loan paid. I didn't got all my bills paid up. It's like, that's all he's looking for. So,
well, that's the same thing with the sugar daddy. You know, when the girls go to the sugar, they paying their bills, getting them a car. So the cougar, the same thing for the younger guys. You know, I get that PlayStation 5, I can get those Nikes. She can put a down payment on the car. So it's hand in hand and everything. So I guess if you scratch my back, I scratch yours. I don't think you find too many serious relationships with a older woman and younger man, because in time, if they are in a relationship and the woman start getting older, that younger guy gonna start looking at women more his age.
Yeah, and I don't know, but remember, was she a teacher? Because she was older, and it was all old. It was like viral, and she actually went to prison for it.
Yeah,
she had babies by him, and when she got out, they actually got married and had another child.
How old was this kid?
He was a child.
What he was like a student or something?
You remember this? This was back in the late 90s, early 2000s. A blonde-headed teacher dated a dark-haired, colored young man. And what happened was he was well underage. I think he was like 15, 16 years old.
Yes. And she was thinking about him. And when she got locked up, the baby ended up going with him and his mother. But then when she served her time and got out, you think that would be like, no, I ain't dealing with this, just give my child, whatever. But no, she pursued on because I guess he was legal age by the time she got out. So but he still was a lot younger than her. But they did end up getting married.
Wow. Are they still together today?
Because he was 21.
Yeah. I don't know. I would have to look it up. I don't know if they're still together, but I know they was married and everything.
I don't think they're still together though.
They're not.
Well, see, that's what I'm talking about. Because, see, that's what I'm saying. Because the younger guys don't start looking at women in his age, and she might have been somewhat attractive back then, but as she get older, he look at her like, it just ain't there no more. So they'll have to find somebody a little bit younger or around their age.
Yeah,
so
I mean, you look at, okay, she might look good now, but as she gets older, I mean, you as an older woman, you gotta look at, okay, you know, they got the phases, black don't crack, and you know, they got a lot of, you know, Caucasian women that work out now, and Hispanic women that work out, and they looking good, you know what I'm saying? But when you think about when they get elderly, is he really going to stick around? Because you know, you gotta look at this man still is going to have a lot of life left in him to look forward to.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And Spice, don't get me wrong. I seen some women that work out, someone around, I think she was like 75. Now, don't get me wrong, she looked good. She works out, her face is not bad, her body's on point. So I figure if she looks like that, then he'll probably stick around a little bit longer. But when they start looking at, as you say, granny-ish or grandma-ish, they're gonna leave. You know, they're gonna fly the coop. So like Steve Harvey was saying, a lot of people know what they're getting into. If she's older, so she should know what she's getting into and everything.
I think she was just looking for somebody to approve or validate what she was doing.
Well, yeah. You know, most women I know that's older, like I said before, they just said they like younger men because same as older men. They said the younger women make them feel young. Older women say it's the same thing because they said most guys their age don't want to do nothing. They want to sit home, watch sports, rub their bellies. So they go out and find something, a little excitement, and they look for younger men.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I agree.
I just found it.
Oh, you did? So they still together?
Her name is Mary Kay. I can't pronounce her last name. I'm sorry. I'm not good at last names. A teacher who raped a student and then married him. She died at age 58. She passed away.
Oh, she passed away?
Yes, she did.
So he's raising the 2 children.
Yes, he is.
Wow.
So
he stayed with her until she died.
I don't know about all that.
Oh well, that's what I'm trying to find.
I don't know about
that. Still with her maybe until the day, you know, she passed. So you know.
And I want to give a brief shout out. Well, we have a birthday today, and her name is Miss Anika. And happy birthday, young lady.
Happy birthday.
Yes. I talked to her today, and she got some big plans. She's leaving San Antonio to go turn it up. So happy birthday.
That's what's up.
And guess what?
Look,
there is another birthday today, too.
Who?
My second eldest son, Terrence, turned 25 today. But he's not here.
Birthday. Come back in. Come.
Just for a second, you can leave it there. This is gonna be quick. Oh, okay. Come on. I can't see you. Go around over there. No, they can't. Okay.
Where the birthday cake?
Yeah, go around.
Happy birthday!
Thank you.
My second eldest. Well, actually, my third eldest when you count myself. All right.
You got any plans?
Maybe.
Okay, you're gonna leave it a secret. Okay.
We're gonna do something for him this Saturday.
Okay. All right. Well, you have a blessed rest of your birthday today.
All right. Say bye to everybody.
Now, I want to say that if there's any women out here watching this show, don't be ashamed. If you have dated someone 10, 15, 20 younger than you, give us a call. We want to hear about it. I want to hear what you got to say I would definitely about you and maybe a guy that you dated younger that's 10, 15, 20 years younger. I mean, that's going on today. You find a lot of older women. I think you find more older women than older dudes dating younger.
Yeah, because I know when I looked it up, and it's a surprise because it's a lot of documentaries and information and podcasts on cougars than it was on men dating younger women. But I don't think it's that there's more women dating younger men than older men dating younger women. I think what it is that the when it comes down to cougars, they're more I can say put on the front line about it.
Double standards.
Yes.
They even have a club.
It's cool for men, but not so cool for women.
Exactly. And Dwight, do you want to go to a short little clip in right quick, and then we'll come right back?
Yeah, let's do that. Call, ladies. I want to hear about it. Call that number. Yeah, I want to hear about it.
Why are younger men into older women? Because she's attractive, duh. I'm serious. Let's dispel the myth that the only older people who are attractive are men. Older women are gorgeous. He's into an older woman because he thinks she's hot. Besides that though, he's into her because of her sophistication and life experiences. He values her maturity and wants to live up to her expectations. She makes him want to be a better man. Does an age difference really matter? As long as both people are legally adults, we're of the opinion that it doesn't matter what the age gap is between two people as long as they're happy. But sometimes age differences in relationships can lead to complications. For one thing, when one person is older than the other, each partner can come into the relationship with different levels of maturity, expectations, needs, and understanding of what a relationship is. Number 1. He flirts with her all the time. Flirting is a sign that anyone is into somebody. It's not just something for younger men who are into older women. However, younger men may not be as forward as early with older women. Number 2. He compliments her all the time. Younger men will compliment older women constantly. Is this because they're not old enough to master the art of subtlety? Maybe. We can't say for sure. Number 3. He can't break eye contact with her, all of her. He is totally staring. And everyone can see. He's not just looking at her eyes, he's looking at her face, her neckline, her whole body. He's smitten, and he can't keep his eyes off of her. Number 4. He acts more mature. He steps up his game. He puts aside some of his childish antics and acts like a real gentleman. He'll clean up his act, he'll stop dating around, and he'll show her that he is mature enough to handle her. Number 5. He talks her up all the time. When a younger guy keeps talking about an older woman in his life, it's probably a good sign that he's interested in her. Why? Because we can't help from talking about people that we are into. Number 6. He gets close when she talks. A younger man will want to express intimacy with an older woman. An easy way to do this is to make physical intimacy by getting as close as possible. Friends, we are happy to hear your feedback. Let us know what you think, what you would add, and if there are any that you don't agree with. Number 7. He's super affectionate. Even if he's been dating her for a long time, a young man will shower his older girlfriend, fiancé, wife with affection. Number 8. He wants to know about her. He asks her questions constantly. He wants to know all of her favorite hobbies. He wants to know where she grew up. He wants to know about her job. He wants to know everything she has to say. Number 9. He asks her on a date. This is another very obvious sign. If a younger man asks an older woman on a date, dinner, drinks, movies, mini golf, it's undoubtedly because he's into her. Thanks for watching, hope you like this information. If you like this video then like, share, and don't forget to subscribe us to Great Such News first.
Well. Let's say.
Wow.
Didn't get no calls yet? Ladies, let's talk about this. Where y'all at? Come
I
on.
agree with some of it, but some of it I don't.
No.
What you don't agree with, Spicy?
I don't agree. I mean, yeah, it's a possibility by being with the older woman that it could mature him and let him see things in a different perspective as in growth. Because you have to wonder, like, some of these young guys are complaining that the young girls don't know how to cook. They don't clean. They too playful. They dress too provocatively. I mean, they are complaining about the younger women, as you know, with the older women. You know, they seeing somebody that's already settled, already knows where she's going and how she's going to move. You know, and that's what they look for. You know, stability sometimes.
That's true. And a lot of young guys, they say the same thing. They are looking for older women because of that, because the young girls today just don't, they're just too immature and they don't know how to cook, they don't know how to handle their business. Not all young women, just a few of them. Just a few. Just a few.
Being very disrespectful. They're very, very disrespectful at times. And
but that's true.
Ghetto, well, I hate to use that word. Ghetto, immature, are too up on themselves.
Yeah, because if I was at in my 20s right now, I would not be dating a young girl. I would probably be dating a woman about 10 years, who knows, even 15 years older than me and everything, because I wouldn't want to date these young girls today because they, I don't know, it's the time, the generation just different. Couldn't do it.
You know, one thing I do agree with, and I don't know if Denise agree with me on this, is when they mention, because I mean, I've experienced it, and I do realize that the younger men do tend to compliment the woman a lot more. And, you know, the staring and watching her every move, versus an older man, you know, he might, like, the last guy I was with, I say he complimented me one time. That was it. Any other time, no. But
which one was it?
When it came down to older men,
right.
The last one I was with, he only complimented me one time. That was it. It stopped. But when you say younger men, I can honestly say, like with my baby's dad, and I'm just going by experience. That's why I agree with some of the things that she said in the video, was that the young ones do tend to compliment way more than what the older men do.
Yes.
And I think, me personally, I think they get that what it is that the older men, they take things for granted. They lose sight of things, and they get comfortable to where they forget that a woman just needs to hear sometimes.
And you're right about that. A lot of older men that age do that. They get real comfortable, and a lot of younger men, they're really trying to show her, the older woman, that they really like her. They're willing to do whatever it takes to be with her. So they're going to do a lot of compliments and saying nice things to them. So I definitely agree with that. Definitely agree with that.
From my own experience, I know that I love to hear when a man tells me, "Oh, you look super nice today. Are you beautiful? I love what you did to your hair. Hey, that food that you cooked was delicious, girl. You did your thing." Every now and then, but if you don't hear this stuff, then you start getting deterred and you don't want to do anything anymore.
And I agree with that, because my thing is like, you know, when he doesn't compliment no more, and this is just, it's not about his insecurity. And that's where a lot of them get it misconstrued. You know, it makes a woman feel sometimes that you don't appreciate her no more. You're not into her no more. Like, do you still find me attractive? Because you don't compliment me? You know, and just like with me, I do have a habit, you know, no matter if it's a man or woman, I make sure to let them know, "Hey, gorgeous, how you doing?" Or, "Hey, handsome, how's your day going?" I mean, it's nothing hard to do, you know, but you find something that's comfortable to where they, and I'm gonna say, especially the ones that's all about them, to where I ain't got to tell you every day, you know how I feel about you. No, I don't read your mind. I don't know if you feel that same way.
We want to hear it.
Well, yeah, I agree. Now, sometimes, you know, now I'm not going to put this person on blast, but he know who he is. And I had a few women tell me that he says it too much. And he's the same age, and he tells his woman he loves her, and they're about the same age, but And he does. I mean, he's about this. I think he's about our age, around 50. But he compliments her every day, and she says she's just tired of doing it. He overdoes it. So
Yeah.
I don't know with that, but
You better
some older
appreciate.
men do. So older men do the same thing. A few of them still do, but I agree. A lot of them, they set in their ways. I guess they just got lazy saying the things they should be saying to the woman they're with and everything.
Yeah, and I also agree with Angela Fraser. Thank you for tuning in. She said we need to do it as well. Yeah, that should be a two-way street. It shouldn't just be a one-way street to where we feel like the man's supposed to always give. It shouldn't be. It should be to where there's no blockage. It should be to where we do compliment the man, we do encourage him, we do lift him, and people don't realize that I'm not saying that I consent to it now or it's okay, but you have to take some time. Maybe this is why the older ones are going to the youngest one, because we are forgetting, even though we should be teaching the younger ones are actually schooling the older ones.
Yeah, that's true. I agree. I mean, I have one person tell me, why can't most people, the older women, the older men, get together? I mean, there's plenty of single men their age and vice versa, but I guess it's just a new time where they just want to find somebody younger to make them feel younger. I guess being with somebody around their age, one is has more energy, the other one is more their age or they're older, and it just don't do nothing for them. So I guess being with somebody younger, give them that extra boost of energy of life.
Exactly. And I don't know if you could see the comments, Dwight, Keita Combos. Y'all also could call in with your comments and questions. The number is rolling straight by. It's 512-668-2814. Do you see that comment, Dwight?
No, I can't see the comments. I'm blind. I'm gonna get my.
Well, Keita Cobb, she says, my other half today used to dating your girl, some half his age, and he 41. His kids' mom are in their 20s. To me, after listening to his life story, it seems like he did it for looks because of the body controlling them and the situation, and because they ratchet. I'm the first woman that was his age. So now what she's saying is that he's dated women that was half his age, and
right.
And the thing is I guess younger or older. Keita, is that correct? But she said now she's his age, and I guess he's not used to it.
No, he ain't. Nope.
I think he's used to all that drama.
Yeah. That can be it right there. Most definitely.
I got a homeboy like that too. And I tell her, I said, you love drama, don't you? Do you get these women that's just too much?
Oh, she said no. Yes, girl. Still what's that term we always hear?
Yeah, what's that?
Mind is free. A peace of mind is free.
Yeah. Do you think sometimes that the older woman is going I'm gonna say seeking out for younger men because one, sexuality? Because you find your men, some men getting older, and please don't inbox me because I'm not trying to discriminate against y'all, but some do get the illness called ED. You get some that their drive is not equaled out to a woman's drive. Me personally, I'm gonna say, as I got older, my drive is really high. So
that's what I'm saying. I mean, y'all drive when y'all reach your 40s, your sex peaks go up. Men at 19, when they get older, they start dropping. That's why they get those blue pills, those orange pills. That's what they get them for, because they burned up, used up. So they gotta give something to give them a little boost.
Yeah.
Except me, because I exercise, I don't need that. I'm good. So I'm just saying.
Yeah, and Angela, she said we have to understand the same attention and compliments paid when you first get together have to continue. Sometimes women feel a certain kind of way as they get older, due to the fact that they don't feel as beautiful as they did when they were younger. I'm gonna say that's true.
I agree.
I agree with that.
I ain't gonna lie. I felt that way a minute. I felt like that for a minute or two.
You know, and the thing about it is that when you do get older, it's like us women have a guilty. I mean, I don't know if Tanice, you agree with me, but when we get older, we're looking at our stomachs. We're looking, and even though these men now are just saying it, which I'm just saying, y'all just getting hungry, but y'all saying that y'all ain't paying attention to the stretch marks. Y'all don't care about the good, but we do.
We do.
And it's like when we
we don't care about y'all guts, y'all stretch marks. We don't care. I mean, I'm just
we do.
So
I like to have. I'm not saying I don't want my whole 21-year-old, because I would fly, my whole 21-year-old body back, but I would like to get something similar to it, you know.
But look, let's be real now. When you get older, your body changes. It's not going to quite be the same as you get older. Your body changes. That's just being, especially when you have kids.
That's why I said similar, not exactly.
Okay, yeah, you know, I agree. I mean, but you know, if you work out on a regular basis, you can get back to being similar again. Just 15, 20 minutes, 3 days out a week and everything. But like I'm saying, old men really don't care. I mean, we love you, we're gonna just love you. Point blank. So
well, my thing is that I've heard older men say, look, we're not for that foreplay no more. We too old for all that. We just want to get it in, get it out, and go home and turn on, go to sleep. Now, to me, that's being selfish, because you have women that if you already know that woman has a high sex drive, it's the same as women when you say, well, she needs to please me. Okay, well, what about the man pleasing a woman? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know, it shouldn't just be one way. Well, you got
to go both ways, God damn it. It go both ways now. But I agree with y'all.
Y'all can get y'all before we get ours.
Oh, okay, well, damn. Everybody have a bad night sometimes, you know.
Yeah, because I'm gonna say, you know, it's just it's not fair, because you have the men that complain, oh, well, she's telling me no, or she's trying to withhold it from me. But then you get the ones that you got that's still sexually active at 40 and 50 years old, and you're just like, babe, I'm tired, or I got a headache. That works both ways, you know.
But you know what, Spicy? Sometimes you have to spice it up. If your man is a little slow, maybe spice it up a little bit. You have to get his engine going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you spice it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Get a little buck.
Angela says because they jackrabbit when they're young. You know what? I agree with her on that. When they're young, they're trying to discover, to where I feel like they just like all excited and they just go.
It's just society. They want to prove to the older women, this is what you need. Remember Friday? Remember what Smokey said about Miss Parker? Miss Parker, I knocked the dust off that.
Hey, Miss Parker. Yep. And
Keita, the Parker ain't getting that. She needs some young meat. That's what you saying.
And Keita says, I get like that, but sometimes I have to rep my crown, and step out like I used to, just to show I still got. Girl, go with your bad self. Go with your bad self. I know that's right. Angela says, men only pay attention to the flaws. When a woman continues to draw attention to that flaw, a man, if he loves you. I kind of agree with that. And Akina says, when I was in my 20s and 30s, my motto was always, that's the first time I heard that. Motto. That's like, oh, hello, motto. Motto, okay. All right, girl. Always date men older than me. It was the stability, the conversation, and the family values. Wow.
Old men know. They know.
Not all of them.
No, well, good few of them. A lot of them, yeah. Know. Yes.
There's some silly, sad ones that want to live like they're 20, but they really 50.
Well, yeah, that's you right. I have seen it for myself. You do have those
very immature. Nothing's never their fault. You know, silly stuff.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
true. Well, hey, but like I was saying about the movie Friday, that's and of course Miss Parker, she know what she was doing. She a cougar. She on a couple cougar.
Had that booty shorts on.
Yeah, out there getting, you see some young men passing by, they're gonna be looking at that. Look
But
at it.
wait a minute, the same woman was in Trap. You see that movie Trap with T.I.? Girl, you gotta see that. Well, with T.I.
Oh, I got to see that.
She ended up being in a strip club throwing dollars on the woman when they were stripping. She just like, so Miss Parker got going on though.
She got another job.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I get Miss Parker props, you know what I'm saying? But
Miss Parker.
Yeah.
What was the name of that movie again? You said Trap?
Trap. That's what it's T.I. and not Omar Epps, Mike Epps.
Mike Epps? Oh, I gotta check that out.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny. They own a chicken joint, so that's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, I need some fried chicken right now.
Oh, you know what? Dwight's gonna take us to a small film. Y'all pay attention. We'll be back after these few messages.
Let's check it out. I want to take out Miss Parker in that movie.
Older women, be ready. Older woman, you go over their house. House is warm. Fireplace going. House smell like apple cinnamon. They give you wine in a proper glass. They got plaques, certificates. They graduated from places, been on vacation. A little jazz music playing. They got nice furniture. They have actually something you can put the cup down on. Big glass of M&Ms. Young women, they got no furniture. House look like this. They yelling from the kitchen, my furniture in storage! Yes. Is your heater in storage too? Go over older woman house, she flirting with you. She kissing your neck. You just, Hold on. Let's just, do you do this to everybody? I mean, gosh. Older women make love to you. You wake up, your clothes folded. Your shirt look better than when you came in with it. She put a crease down your pants. I ain't had a crease since the 80s. You smell bacon and biscuits cooking? Older women got real food. Real food. Young women be having Hot Pockets. You want a Hot Pocket and a popsicle? Is this Sunny Delight? Oh my God. Older women, whoa! Having the whole food, they got the little napkin holder. They got the syrup and a little, syrup thing. Butter, I didn't know the butter was under here. You feel decadent. They let you eat your bacon first. You like a little kid.
We wasn't lying about that. He was not lying about that. Older women got the food, they cook. They ain't got no Hot Pockets.
Nope.
That's what younger men love. They love that.
We're going to have a whole plate for you.
I don't know what kind of woman he talking about. I mean, I hear about it, but I've been in the kitchen since I was 9 years old.
Well, Spice, very few young women.
Big Mama want to have that. She said, let me tell you something. You're 9 years old. She says, it's time for you to learn how to cook. She says, the thing about it is, she says, if you burn it, we still gonna eat it. That's how you become the best cook.
Wait a minute, you burn it, still gonna eat it?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, no, we can't do that. No.
I burned my first dish and we still ate it, but I'm gonna tell you, I have to say, I am a very good cook. Very good cook.
Yeah.
But Spice, you're gonna have to bring some stuff so we can taste it. I see it's delicious. We're gonna taste it.
I know this from experience. When I got out into the world, I left at about 18 or so. When I finally got out into the world, the few men that I dated, including a fiance, never complained about my cooking because I learned how to cook at a young age, and I never did no half stepping like going to get a TV dinner. Everything was home cooked from scratch. I've never done that.
Well, I guess we're gonna have a bake-off then. That's not bad. Let's get some older women versus young women to bake-off. Let's see.
You just want to eat. That's all that is. Just want to eat.
What's wrong with that? If there's any younger women out there listening, let's have a bake-off. Y'all versus the older women, and me and King D and two other guys will be the judges. Yeah.
Like
and I will take
the younger guys are complaining this generation of women cannot cook. And see, that's why a lot of them, I'm gonna tell you straight up, a lot of I always wonder why all the kids at my kitchen. You know, when I stand in Converse, it's like the parents would call me, I know they over there. Yes, they over here. You know, and TT, she says, I'm a youthful soul, too old for a youngster and too young for a geese.
That's a smart young lady.
I get it. Yeah.
I know what the younger men are telling the truth. You don't find a lot of young women today cooking. It's either TV dinners, hot pocket, or cold sandwich. I don't want that. Yeah, ramen noodles, all that stuff. Man want a cooked meal, something hot, something to make them talk about you. Now that woman can cook. You know, and you don't catch too many young women doing that today.
Yeah,
you really don't.
You don't
that's
scratch or anything, because I mean, just like I told my son, and he's learning. My kids, they learn from me, and I said, I need you to go to HEB and get the corn that we got to shuckle. And he said, shuckle. I said, yes, shuckle. He didn't even know what that meant, and I was like, about the ones you got to peel? Yes, son, the one you got to peel.
Ooh,
wow.
Man.
Wow.
Well, you know, it's a different generation, you know, they cut different than what we are. So, you know, we knew, they don't. So, hey, but most young guys, that's one of the reasons why they like older women, because they can bake, they can cook. I mean, they're experiencing so many things that it just blows their minds, you know. So that's one thing that's really attractive. And not only that, you have to look attractive. Younger men, they see you, you have to not just be old, but you have to be attractive for them to talk to you and everything.
Yeah.
And the Cougars, they know this. They know. That's why Miss Parker was doing what she was doing.
You don't walk around looking like a wildebeest.
Yeah, you know. Just because you're old don't mean you got to look like a great-great-grandma or nothing like that. So they love an older woman that looks very, you know, look attractive and everything. So
yeah, and I'm gonna tell you, you know, it is true that, you know, these women do need to learn how to cook, but it starts at home. Because I'm gonna tell you, I don't care if I have a son or I have a daughter. You want to learn how to cook. When we do it by scratch, I'm very picky when it comes down to certain food. They're like my vegetables, I will not buy in a can. I have to buy them frozen or fresh. But like, it's just like, for example, I used to stay with this one woman, and she was younger than me. It was like, it was her and her boyfriend and my kid and her child. And she got mad at me because when it take turns cooking. So when she cooked, nobody would eat. But then when I cooked, they would turn up. But then what her man did, what I didn't like, was the fact that he came back, he's like, ooh, I love the way you cook. You remind me of my grandmother, the way you cook at home cooked meal. And I'm like, boy, will you be quiet? And the thing about it, she was standing right there on the stairs, and he was like, that, you know, you got the full package. You fine. You got it going on. And I'm like, will you just shut the hell up? Because it was causing, you know, it made me uncomfortable because this girl supposed to be my friend, but her dude compliment. But see, what it was is that from what I've seen, he wasn't with her for love. He was there because she gave him a place to stay. She bought him things, just like she bought him. So it was like just somewhere to be at, you know.
Now, Spice, let me ask you this: your relationship with your ex that was younger, that's one of the things he loved about you. It had to be your cooking, wasn't it?
Oh, that's one thing that he missed. He missed my cooking. He said, I missed the way I cook. I said, well, too bad.
He ate that. He was hooked. He was hooked.
I mean, when we was together, he was like, I will cook because I love to cook. Everybody knows I love to cook. So it's like he would have his homeboys over, and it'd be like 10 homeboys. And I'm gonna be honest, they all Hispanic, including my baby dad, and all Hispanic. So it's like he didn't know what smothered pork chops was until he got with me. So when
Now,
he had,
oh man, I got this older woman, and ooh, she can cook. She got her stuff together. Man, y'all need to come over there and taste it. And he brought his boys over to check you out. They're like, ooh, dang, dog, you got a good one. She got any sisters? She got any friends? I want me an older woman too. See if you can hook us up.
Yeah, they didn't want my sister though. They didn't want my sister because she wasn't mentally all there. So they was like, hell no.
Oh man. But that's how it goes, you know, it starts like that. Boy. Yeah. I mean, times haven't really changed that much, but that's what they do.
It has a lot to do with upbringing too, because you know, and I'm gonna say along the generation, us women, some of us have, when we came down to raising our children, we have gotten lazy. And a lot of them have twisting to where, look, it's time for me to live now. You know, I ain't got time for that. They go get your can of raviolis. Go get that. But just like my kids, as you see on Facebook, my kids are used to mama making by scratch, the fried lobsters, making the lasagna rolls, the lemon pepper marinating it overnight to Friday next day. My kids are used to that. The greens where we sitting there cutting it up. Don't give me no bag greens. Don't give me no canned greens because I'm not gonna do it.
You said no canned greens?
I can't do it. I just can't do it. It's not the same because my grandmother was a country girl. She's from Sweetport, Louisiana, and everything that they did, everything was like garden by hand. I mean, even when it came out to baking cakes, and we made donuts by scratch, we made raisin bread by scratch, rice, you know, the yeast rising and all that, you know, and that's what I'm used to. And so it's like with my daughter, she know how to do my cornbread. She don't know all my secrets. My eldest son knew my secrets. He had his own cookbook. He could cook. I'm gonna say he was cooking as good as me. You know, yeah. So with her, you know, is like Keyshawn she could cook. I'm not gonna take that from her. She can't cook, but the secrets that I have, she don't have.
Rare.
My mom was a cook, strong cook.
Yeah.
And before she passed away, she gave out her last bit of her recipe before she left.
I don't know if I'm gonna do that.
I was happy that she did. Because I was eating so bad. She showed me how to make the Moronto beans. I say, thank you, Mom. What's going on? You lied to me about something. That's when I knew something was going on.
Yeah, because it's just like my mother. You know, she told me. She said, I can't take it from you. I admit it. She says, you make greens better than I do. She said, yours tastes way better than mine. And she says, what do you put in it? I said, what do you put in your peach cobbler? She said, oh, I can't tell you that. I said, oh, I can't give you that either then.
But see, y'all gonna have to get together and do a little cooking thing here.
No, we just don't cook. We ain't gonna do no competition. We just cook.
Yeah, no, y'all ain't gotta do no competition. I'm just saying.
We just cook. Saying, I already told us. Well, I ain't gonna tell what's in my entalada. No.
Cheese.
No.
Some cheese, guacamole.
I hope there's cheese. Some dry.
Yeah, I know I made some stuff. My baby girl called me, and I got a lot of kids that people think they my biological kids, but they're not. I call them my children because that's the relationship that we have. And I have one, and she be like, Mama Spice. And you know, she got a man. So now she got a man. She just like, Mama Spice, I need this recipe to that stuffed pineapple that we did by scratch. And I say, well, I'll give you the ingredients. I tell you, but I ain't doing it for you. So
she trying to hook that man completely 100%.
Because you know, like I mean, I ended up getting in trouble for it. But my grandmother used to tell me, she said, you know, way to a man's heart is through his stomach. When I got older, I told my grandmother, I said, that ain't it. I ain't gonna say what I told her because, you know, XXX. But I said, that's not a way to a man's stomach. It's another way. To his heart, it's another way. But my thing is that now you got to look at some of these women that do cook. They're not realizing that's not a way to get to a man's heart. It takes a lot more now because the generations have changed. Their perspectives in life have changed. And a lot of it has to do with, because for one, sex is easy.
It's very easy.
Yeah, that's true.
There's no There's no competition to it no more. There's no fight behind it. Because if you remember way back in our grandmother's day, they had to actually be married in order to have any type of sexual relationship with a woman. So like now in this generation, look, you see it all on videos, you see it all on TV. So it's like it's free. And even if they gotta pay for it. So it's like the old saying goes, why I gotta buy the cow when I get the milk for free?
Get it for free.
So,
And they don't have to buy porno magazines no more because it's all on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever you want to go.
When we was kids, we had to sneak the magazines in and stuff. Now they got phones, computers. They can see it anytime they want to see it.
You can just click on Facebook. You'll see it all day long.
Well, Facebook, Instagram.
yeah. Oh my God, Facebook really getting bad with it because it's like
A little raunchy. Very raunchy.
Facebook, YouTube, you know, that's why I say, you know, young kids do not need these phones with internet. It should be a limit where it's only for phone calls and text messages. But
yeah, give them a phone. That's what they need, a flip phone.
Yeah.
That's all because they don't need no smartphone seeing all this stuff. I tell you. I sure wish some women would have called so we can talk about, you know, some of their experience and everything. Maybe we'll be able to do that.
Miss Keita, I mean, I wish she would have called because I mean, that was she seemed like she knows a lot about that.
Oh yeah.
Experience, as she was saying, that what he was accustomed to now that he's got somebody the same age as him, and I would want to ask her what made him decide now to want to be with somebody at his age versus when they was younger than him at first.
Well, that's what I'm saying, because they attracted to the older women when in the beginning. So, but when time goes on, they start looking for somebody about their age and everything. Because and they might be thinking she's gonna get sickly, she's gonna get real old, and I don't want to be stuck with her. I mean, for most young men, they look at it as a fun way of life to experience things with an older woman, you know, the sex, the cooking, and the experience in her life she can share with them. And they enjoy it for a while. They might stay with a cougar for a year or two or more. But after a while, they'll leave to find somebody about their age or younger.
But there's cases where the young man will stay with the cougar until she leaves this planet because he's truly in love with that woman.
Yeah, very few young men that would do that. Very few of them. You have more leading.
Young man that's going to stay because they want to be part of that inheritance.
Well, yeah.
But the thing about the ones that were like, let's say the ones that were like 22, 23 years old, and they got with a woman who was in their 30s and 40s, and they stay with them until they old age.
True.
They don't go nowhere.
Teresa, remember that time when he's the famous wrestler Hogan, when him and his wife got a divorce, she started dating Hogan's son. The son was going to school, and his friends started dating his mom. You know, her husband, he was just crying because the young dude was in the house saying, "Yeah, look at my house now. This is my house. I got your old lady." Hogan was just crying. I felt bad for him.
What it is how do you make somebody like that's the same age as your son the man of the house?
Like she was dating her son's friend, and that's what Hogan was mad about. He said, the dude is the same age as our son, and she said, "Oh well, he's grown. I think he was like maybe 20 or 21 or something."
It was the daughter's friend.
Okay, the daughter, but still, you know how you gonna do that? But his wife was just doing it. She was like, she gonna live her life, and he was happy because he was getting all that money, enjoying all that rich life that she had. Oh yeah, Hogan made all that money, and he's over there in the boat just crying.
Yeah, he was. He was crying.
He was crying for real. I feel bad for him today, man. He's in your bed. He's driving the. Oh man, he's making love to your wife. Ooh, oh have mercy. So yeah, so she
brought that on himself. He brought that on himself.
Yeah.
Okay, man. Still, you know. She dating the kids' friends. Who does that?
No, I'm not doing that.
They friends coming over and you're checking out their friends. Like
exactly. That's what she I've been doing it all that time, looking at him. Her focus on that divorce paper. If I can holler at this young man over here. Yeah. I don't think they
Personally, a woman that old.
Yeah.
The guy
she looked good. I ain't gonna lie. Her Hogan wife looked good.
He had plastic surgery and everything. Ain't no
Don't
plastic
matter. He looked good.
So we're gonna have Dwight take us to another break. So we'll be back right after this.
Tonight is what's called a Cougar Convention, which is thrown through cougarevents.com and also co-sponsored by other Cougar sites, where we bring like cougars and cubs from all over that want to come in convention. Usually a couple hundred people come to the conventions. And tonight was a very special evening. They were crowning Miss Cougar California, which is why I flew up from Mission Viejo, Orange County, California to be here in hopes to win the title, and I did. I am now the new Miss Cougar California. For me, I'm high energy, no drama, low maintenance, you know? And that's how we live our lifestyle, and I think that's the way today's younger men prefer their lifestyle. They don't want the drama. They don't want the high maintenance kind of girl, or they want someone who's established that they can actually have a conversation with and go out and have fun, you know, just talk about life. I mean, an older woman has much more experience in life, so we can carry on a conversation.
Yeah, for me, my vote went for pure confidence. I mean, I'm looking for an older woman that knows who she is, you know, appreciates what makes her sexy, and is looking for a younger guy. I mean, that's my vote.
The reason I come to these competitions is because it's a good chance to meet somebody who's young and who wants to meet a woman that's older than themselves. If men my age would take care of themselves and would be more secure in themselves to ask me out, I don't think there'd be cougars out. But the younger men are very secure with themselves and outgoing. They take care of themselves, they're in good shape, and they're not afraid to ask you out.
I like these conventions because it's all about having fun, and you know, some people, you get older, it kind of gets boring, but these girls, you gotta love them. They're all about having fun, and that's what I'm here for.
I think there's a total stigma when it comes to older women and younger guys, but for some reason the same stigma doesn't exist when it comes to younger women and older guys, and I love that these women just totally threw that out. Like, it's nothing to them.
I've met women who, when I first met them, were a little insecure, and have actually been involved in the Cougar lifestyle and are my great friends. And I've seen them grow and transition into, hey, accepting the lifestyle. Is it really a lifestyle? No, we appreciate we're women in our 40s, 50s. So what? We're cougars. If that's how the world and society wants to classify us, so be it. Not bad for 48, right?
The good thing about cougars is there's no whining, and we don't want you to put a ring on it necessarily.
You heard what she said? There's no whining if we don't want you to put a ring on it. So, you know, they have a lot of these parties and clubs, and just like I was saying, you know, they want to be with younger men that make them feel young, because most of the guys their age are sitting at home rubbing their stomach and just watching sports. So being with younger guys makes some of the cougars feel young again. They're out there dancing, doing things.
But how is she going to stereotype the men that? Because I'm sorry,
well,
she wasn't.
Yeah, I'm like, wow.
For her to say, well, yeah. I wanna, you know, man, they let themselves go. Well, you know, you're not that put together yourself. And see, the same thing that she's trying to complain about the men. You know, we women are complaining about our own self and trying to attract the men.
Yeah, see,
I agree and disagree with her.
So what you disagree with?
Okay, I agree and disagree with the lady what she said the men let themselves go and all that stuff. I agree to a point. There are men out there just let themselves go, just like women do. Let themselves go and don't take care of themselves. But you do have a lot of guys, a lot of men at the same age that do take care of themselves and appreciate the person that they with and themselves.
But see, the guys that take care of themselves, you got to be careful because you got those guys out there that's doing all that working out, but then they want a woman to live up to their speed. Like, bruh, I'm not going to get out there and lift weights and run with you because that's what you enjoy doing.
So I'm like, I will take care of myself to a point. I would do it to a point, but who am I impressing? I mean, that much. I did a lot of that when I was younger, running all the time, lifting weights, all that beautiful stuff, trying to keep myself in the best shape that I possibly could. Shoot, I'm older now. I can't do all of that.
No. They just want, yeah, you can still do, see, quit complaining, you can still do that. You ain't that old, so you know you're still young. But they don't have to do all of that. They just want somebody to have energy to, you know, go play pool, go bowling, you know, get out the house once in a while. So I believe that some women don't want guys their age or older just to sit down, just want to watch sports all the time. They want to get out and do things, go dancing, you know, live a little bit, you know, and everything. And they go both ways, I guess, because you had some guys saying the same thing, to, you know, about the women that's older. So go both ways on that. But yeah, like I said before, you want that energy. You want somebody, they don't have to quite match your energy, but just want them to have some kind of energy so you can get out and do some things. So work both ways on that.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
So I ain't gonna lie, I like to work out 3 or 4 days a week because I have a lot of energy. Yeah.
And I'm gonna say this because this just popped up. Unless you have my permission, please do not come on here and advertise your business or advertise anything. Please do call the number below after hours and ask permission. I do not appreciate you coming on my show, trying to advertise to get people to purchase any type of views or anything like that. Thank you very much.
And Spicy, you have a lot of energy, don't you? You got energy?
Depends on what you're doing.
I guess so. But shoot, they should have energy to do that. If you ain't got energy to do that, then I don't know. They kind of might want to go see, get a booster or something. I don't know.
Get some vitamin D.
What was that?
B and C, something.
I guess so, huh? Shoot, that's one thing I ain't sure. I have energy. I thank God for that and everything. But like I said, I guess it just depends on what I have them against older women dating younger men or vice versa. I'm like, date whoever you want, be happy, it's your life, do what you want to do. You know, but just don't date none of my kids. You know, I don't want none of my kids dating nobody.
Exactly. Because if you older and you date one of my kids, I got a problem. I mean, like my daughter, I could say she have dated somebody 30, you know, and I looked at her because she's 22 and he was, I think he's like 29, 30, something like that. But I'm like, you know, it's hard. If it was somebody that like my age or older, like 40, 50, we got a problem. I'm not having that.
Yeah. I mean, I can't stop my kids from doing that, but I would try to make that man or that woman like miserable so they can just leave. Or whatever I can try to do. I just couldn't deal with my kids dating somebody in their late 30s, 40s, or God knows, 50, my age. Hell no. I'd be like, can't tell them what to do because they're grown, but I just wouldn't be happy with it.
No, I wouldn't be happy with it. I would try everything in my power to make that person's life a living hell.
Oh yeah, you damn right about that. I'm damn. Ain't happening.
Old.
Ain't good.
Especially a woman dating my son. Oh, it's over for her. It's over.
No, wait a minute, Teresa. Hold up now.
What?
That woman, she can be a supermodel, older supermodel.
She suit herself somewhere else.
Hey. Listen.
No.
I'll talk to her. She cool. I say, look, Teresa, she cool. You know, go ahead and.
No.
You know.
Especially if she's the same age as me, 50 years old. And
Look, I'm just playing. No. I wouldn't go for that. I wouldn't go for that. I wouldn't go for that. That's not even a cougar. That's a granny cougar, or whatever you might want to call it. That's just
hey. I'm 50. I'll be 50. What the heck?
Look, 50's still young. And no, 50.
Granny and old.
Well, I'm talking about way older, way past 50. You know, somebody 65 or close to 70 or something like that.
Okay, yeah, nice saying.
Look, you feel age is nothing but a number. It's how you feel and everything. So you know what I'm saying. That's all that is and everything. So,
but I feel all that 50. I've been a little bit of the 50.
You know, but Spice, I really like this topic. You know, we get a chance to talk about the other side besides the sugar daddy.
Yeah,
see the other
we
side.
have both sides, and I had to let you take control of this one here. You know, but you know, when it comes down to next week, we got a special treat next week. Yeah, the cultural interception, and
snap.
what we're gonna talk about is like we've been seeing a lot on TikTok and stuff like that, where you finding some of these women coming very outspoken on they're doing things better than black women. Why black women are mad because the black men are dating outside their race. So,
woo! Oh, I can get some input on that real quick.
Yes. So we that one there.
I hear a lot about that as well and everything. So, you know, I mean, I have a lot to say about that one.
Yeah,
so I'll wait until like.
Oh, hopefully we'll have King D in next week, so that way he could join in with us. And you know, my thing is that you know when it comes out of the Cougars, I just say when you're in a certain age bracket, to each his own. But when you're, I'm gonna say, when you're under 18, just be careful.
That's
because
true.
to me, it's like dating a baby, you know. And sometimes you gotta look at when you find a young man that wants an older woman. Sometimes it goes deeper than what we have spoke of on this show. Sometimes it could go as far back as something that they're missing from their own mother.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree with that. You know, I definitely agree with that.
I personally think when younger people are dating older people, period, I'm male or female, I think that the adults are selfish. I do. I'm sorry, that's just how I feel about it. I think you're selfish. You live your life. Let them live theirs and find somebody closer to their age so they can enjoy their youth instead of you.
I agree with that. I agree with her on that, Dwight, because when you look at it as an older person, we have been there, done that, you know, experienced different levels of life, different changes, different outlooks. But then when we're older, you know, my thing is, unless you got these ones that acted so childish, you know, how can you honestly relate, just like we discussed last week on older men dating younger women? How can you honestly mentally relate on the same level of maturity when one hasn't even experienced everything?
No.
Yeah. Well, it's mostly in the bedroom. Around that time, it's mostly in the bedroom. I mean, me personally, if a woman's 25, maybe 28, and she dates somebody around 45 or 50, usually most women mature quicker than men. Some men, most, not all. And I believe if a woman's over 25, close to 30, and she decides she want to date somebody 10 to 15 years older, I don't really see nothing wrong with it. But 18, 19, 20, early teens and 20s, early 20s, I just think that they need more time to mature. And somebody that's in their 40s and stuff should, I mean, I just couldn't do it, you know. But some people say, well, hey, they're 18, they're legal age. I don't care what nobody say, I'm going to do it. Okay, me personally, I just couldn't do that. I mean, I had a young girl.
I do it again.
Yeah,
I couldn't do it again. You know, I was 32, and I'm not making excuses. You know, I was at a vulnerable state in my life at that time. I was going through a lot, as y'all know, skipping abuse. But you know, there's no excuses to it. But looking back on it, I would never date nobody younger than me. Now my levels are higher to where I'm 50, and I want somebody that's 52 and above. You know,
now,
I want
somebody 70?
I don't know about that.
70 years old. Wait a minute, no, serious question. Say this man, he's 70, in good shape, mature, he got it all. Were you wouldn't date him if he was 70?
Well, when it comes down to me, I'm the type of person, I'm not materialistic. So I don't look at money like how much you're making. My thing in life, because my thing is that when you look at sometimes, it's just like I try to explain to my dad that only because you shower somebody with gifts when you can have all the money in the world, but if she's not happy, she's still broke.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, you're right about that. I agree. What about you, Teresa? Could you date a man 65 or 70?
Ask yourself that question.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Come on.
Heck no, I could not do it. I have an age range. I have an age range, and I feel like if you above that age range, we ain't got nothing in common.
Well, okay. You got a lot of wisdom. Tell you a lot of things in life.
Yeah, and I can say this, like even so like some men are they are wise. They are wiser than a lot of them. And when you find that one that's laid back, that's wise, that already done that life, got all the running out, sometimes you got to look at that too. Because when you look at a younger guy, you have to look at he haven't got all his play out.
Nope.
Yeah.
When it comes down to older men, not that I want somebody that's worn out like a tire, but somebody that's settled.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Someone that is equal to me. And I wouldn't want anyone that is. I'm 50. Why would I want somebody who's 70 years old and have one foot in the grave, and then I end up be taking care of and doing my job at home? I just wouldn't want to do that. I want someone who's going to be closer to my age. That I like to go on trips. I like to go places. I like to travel. I like to do things, and I don't think a person that age can keep up.
Oh well, those sugar daddies gonna get out your inbox then. Oh well, I was gonna inbox her. Forget that.
I mean, I appreciate it, but I'm too young. I'm too young, and I like to do things. I like to move.
Yeah, it's like with me, I don't mind. My kids complain because they say you're just too much of a homebody. I'm not that type of person that's always got to go, 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 go. I've always been a laid back person. I've always been the person that don't run the streets. So like even now, and I think I need to change it up because I'm too predictable. People know, she at home. Oh, she's okay. She at work. As soon as she get off work, she goes straight home. Or if she ain't at home, she's at a doctor's appointment. It's too predictable. But to say that if somebody was to come into my life and they go out a lot, I'm this type of person, go out with your boys, but at the same time, I have to sacrifice as well, because if there's some things that he want me to do, occasionally I can do it with him, occasionally. But like saying every weekend or, I don't know. I haven't got out that zone yet.
There's nothing wrong being a home house. There's nothing wrong with staying at home and being a home house.
Wrong with that.
No. Go out every blue moon.
Wrong with that at all. I just think, I like to, like I said, I like to travel. I like cruises. I like to go to different places. I don't want to stay at home all the time and make my life work and home. Work and home. No. I think your life is to enjoy it.
Well, I go either way.
I can say that now, like I'm being pushed out of that zone because I know my kids complain about it. Some people say, you need to get out sometime. I'm not, now I want to get out because like I said, I haven't made it down there yet, but I'm coming before this.
We trying to drag you. We might have to come up there and kidnap you because you just ain't making moves yet. We might have to go up there and kidnap you.
Yes, but I'm for sure. I really want to come because I look at myself now and I'm like, I'm 50. I do need to get out sometime. I do need a break.
Yes.
But I guess when it comes down to the guy that likes to go out and party all the time, I wouldn't be that same level. Somebody that's stone alcoholic, I couldn't do it.
No.
When she's mentioned about being 70, I mean, I'm not saying looks mean everything, but I just don't think at 70 we would have too much on the same mental line to where we can actually have anything coming. Now, I have had conversations with 70 people, some people that were 70, but it's on the aspect as in wisdom, to gain wisdom from them,
Yes.
but to have a relationship with them, you know.
Right. Yeah, I agree to some level. Yeah, I agree to some level. I mean, each their own. You know what I'm saying? Each their own to what they decide to do, and they like, and who they decide to date, marry, or whatever, and everything. So
yeah, but to say no, to go back to being with a younger man, no, I'm just too old for that. And now, you know, I would have had a 31-year-old, I would have had a 25, going on 26-year-old. I got a 22-year-old, I got a 15-year-old. So none of those age brackets is going to suit for me, period. And plus, you know, like I said, I'm more laid back now. And it's like, I can't say that I've done that, been there, done that. I've been through a lot, but as in experiencing things a lot of people experience in life, I haven't done that. And I'm gonna start getting out, but I'm not saying go out drinking and all that. But
no.
But to say, well, I need to have that fun in order to get that spirit back, I'm gonna go get me a young guy. No, they still got older guys out there. You know, they cool. Like what do they call them? Dwight, cool cats. You know, laid back. You know, they chill at a bar. You know, or you know, just go to a movie or one on Netflix and chill at home without any attachments. You know, I don't mind that.
You talking about Netflix and chill?
Not the youngsters Netflix and chill.
Who wanna do that?
All right, girl.
If we cook, and we look at movies. We into it because I mean, I used to have a guy friend. We used to do that. We used to all do, you know, it was me, my girl Susie, and my homeboy, you know, our homeboy, and he would go out into the daiquiri lounge, get the drinks, bring them back to the house. I was cooking the seafood and all that. Then he went to got the movies, and we Netflix and we chill. Not like the youngsters say though.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Chill.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Chilling. All right.
Did y'all ever go bowling? Did y'all go bowling, shoot pool?
I could say we did. We went bowling once. Because he's an adventurous type. He likes to travel, you know, like to Nice. But when it came down to it, some things that he pulled me like a tooth. You know, just like at first, I wouldn't even wear dresses. It was because of him I started wearing dresses. And you know, he showed me a different life. You know, he was a good friend. You know, we went to Ruth Chris. He showed me the way a man's supposed to cater to you. And that's one thing I do give a lot of respect to him, because coming from the situation that I did, and he's an older man. He's older than me. And the thing that he did show me things like, this is how a man supposed to treat you. This is how he's supposed to make you feel. You know, he don't believe in women, you know, women opening their doors. He believe in pumping the gas. He was the type of man, the old school type. He believed in spoiling his woman, but making her feel like she's a queen.
She's the most important person in his life.
Yeah.
Well, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Who would want to be treated like that? What woman would not want to be treated like that? Come on now.
Honestly, I didn't know how to act because I wasn't used to that.
Right.
You see, when you're not used to it, you know, you just like, whoa, wait a minute, what do you want? You know, you think they up to something because you're not used to having a genuine man that know how to make you feel like you are his priority. And I can say in life, he's the only one who have done it.
The younger men, because most of the younger men don't even do it today. You find the women pumping the gas and putting the ass in the tire while the young men sit in the car.
Yeah.
See, well, you got young men that can't even pay for dinner. What are you talking about?
Yes.
You paying for the dinner.
They believe in let's go Dutch.
Let's go Dutch. Yeah,
Well, I might
they
as well
believe.
go by myself. Forget that Dutch business. I might as well go by myself. I gotta pay for my meal by myself. I might as well go by myself.
Yeah, that's just like when I lived in Converse and this guy was trying to come on. He was a neighbor's cousin or brother or whatever. But he was like, I'm a good man. I cut the grass. I know how to fix things around the house. And, you know, the kids love me and all that. I said, but can you pay that mortgage? And he said, well, how much is the mortgage? I said, it's $11.50. And he said, oh, I can't do that. I said, well, you can't do me either.
Ooh. Oh.
If you can't contribute, what's the point?
Yeah,
I don't look for somebody to make more than me or to take over all the bills. But if I got to take over the mortgage, at least be able to bring into where you can take care of the utilities, the water, bring in some groceries. You know what I'm saying? Be able to still help me with a car payment or insurance or something. But when you can't make no type of means at all, I really don't know you. You know, cause like this one guy's like, well, I could buy you this. I could buy that for myself.
Yeah.
That's true. I agree with you on that.
You know why it's like that now? A lot of men, like the men today, I'm not saying all of them, so don't get it twisted, people.
They're gonna be in your inbox.
But
you up.
Go to her inbox.
Because a lot of these young women are so superficial. They're so superficial. They believe if you want to lay with me, you gotta pay. That's not how it should be. You should be able to court and date and the guy pay for a meal or two or something.
Oh, please. My homeboy came down and I told him, I said, I'm a treat. I mean, because why shouldn't a woman treat sometime? Yeah. Why do you feel like every time you go to a date, you got to be treated?
Yes. But if the man is sitting up there trying to court you and you're the prize, why not? But I don't see a guy when you dating them. I don't like. You got these women around here. Well, he wants to date me. He's gonna have to pay my rent. He's gonna have to pay for my son. He's gonna have to get my nails done. He's gonna have to get my hair done.
That's a sugar thing. You looking for a sugar daddy?
You have a trend going on where I need me a sugar daddy to pay my bills.
No.
You're not gonna find a lot of young guys doing that. You'll find an old man doing that. You ain't gonna find too many young men trying to do that. That's why they go to that. Girl, I'm tired.
That's the same because these girls, like we saw in some of the videos, that the girls expect the man to pay everything. But you're not even a girlfriend yet. Matter of fact, you're not even a fiance. You're not even a wife, but you want all this money for yourself.
Well, they're just like on the TikTok, this lady, you know how they be doing this walk thing and they shaking their butts and stuff while they walking. And the guy, there you go. The guy was like, if that's all you have to offer, I don't want it.
Yeah, I mean, who don't have a big butt? It's thousands, millions of big butts out there. What makes your butt so different than all the other women?
Hello.
I don't. But I'm
asking about that. You got a booty too. Cut it out.
That booty. Can you cook? You clean.
And you know what? Some, not a lot. Some of these men, they do look at the aspect of a woman, and women do it. They look at that aspect.
That's you right. Most men they gonna look at that first. By anything they can care less about your money, this and that. The first thing they're gonna look at is what you have from head to toe. Where's your body and everything.
No, it's just like one of my brothers said. He says, "What is attractive to me is when you can cook a pork chop."
A pork chop.
That's true. A few men are attracted to a woman that can cook and everything. That's true. But most of the time they'll look at you and they want you to be a certain way, but at the same time they're hoping that you can cook.
Mm-hmm.
And they run across the women that they're looking at the physical aspect of them, and they find out that they're going to the restaurant every week because this heifer can't even cook a piece of toast.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. What I need you for? You can't even cook.
No, and that's what you get. That's what you want. You want a superficial woman with fake body parts, or
for the older black men, for the older black generation, we don't want no fake. We don't want no fake booties.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna call my daughter, and I'm gonna get her opinion when it come down. What she think about her mother dating a guy her age?
Oh,
let's see.
I have my daughter right here. We can ask her.
Hello.
Hi, Peaches. How you doing?
Why you sound like that?
Well, you are on the discussion hour, and we want to ask you a question. Everyone, this is my daughter, Kiki, and we're talking about is cougar. You know what a cougar is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she knows.
So, in your own opinion and in your own words, what would you think and how would you feel if your mother started dating someone your age? Now you're 22.
It wouldn't happen.
Oh, snap.
It just wouldn't happen.
Well.
What do you mean it wouldn't happen?
Because I wouldn't allow that.
Now, wait a minute, Spicy, ask your daughter this. Now, Spicy, ask your...
Kiki, Dwight got a question for you.
Now, how you if your mama date a man about 65?
Oh, it's okay. It's recent.
Spicy, that's okay.
What about 75?
It's reaching. It's reaching.
If he was 75 years old, you wouldn't have a problem.
I would have something to say, but
what would you say?
No. That's not somebody's grandpa.
She said she ain't gonna change nobody's diapers, Spicy. She said you changing his diapers on your own. Don't ask me.
You're on your own.
Okay. Well, I'll give you a call after the show. Thank you so much for your opinion. Love you.
Love you too.
Bye-bye.
Look at that. Do I know young people or do I know young people? She said 65 is all right with her.
No, she didn't. She said she would have
Yes,
something
she
to
did.
say about it.
No, she said she don't have something to say about that.
Yes, she would.
She said 75, she wouldn't have nothing to say about that. 65, she said she was okay.
No, that's not what she said. She said
No, Spicy.
she would have something to say about it. Yeah, she did.
No,
Yeah, she's a smart addict. I'm gonna tell you, she's very, very blunt, very blunt. Because I mean, she's not like my sons. Like my sons, they're friendly. They, hi sir, how you doing? She's gonna sit back and look at you. She's gonna observe you. She's not gonna say, you gonna think she don't like you. She's a Pisces. You gonna think she doesn't like you because she's not the type to as soon as you walk in the door, be like, hi, he, oh, hey, how you doing? She just sit back and she just giving you that look and looking at you.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you talking to her mama, she just have that look, and she'll tell you straight up. She's like, can't do that.
Well, there you have it. Like I said, each day, just as long as you don't be with somebody too young. That's just my opinion. Cougars gonna they're gonna crowd for the cubs. Most of them anyway.
Yes.
For those cubs.
So we really enjoyed Dwight hosting the show today. He did a great job. Thank you.
Thank y'all for letting me do the show of the Cougars looking for the Cubs. I don't mind doing those.
Because I'll tell you, starting in September, we're gonna be winding down. September 27th, I will be going in for surgery. So the week before will be my last show for me, not for good. Be coming back. Dwight has talked to me probably once or twice. We will have him on hosting the show, along with the fact that when I'm able to get up, I'll be back on. Just keep me in prayer. But the discussion hour is not ending. I just have to take a break. Got to get some things worked on. So once we get that taken care of and recover, gone through the therapy, then I'll be back. But as the co-host, he will come on and he will, be hosting the show probably once or twice, for y'all. We see how October comes. We got October Domestic Violence Month coming. So we do have a volunteer on the 7th that wants to tell her story, break her silence. She's been through abuse. So we usually have 4 guests throughout the month that's been through domestic violence to tell their story, whether it's physically, mentally, verbally, emotionally. We're going to go ahead and celebrate that month. Also, if you are a poet, we would like to start off the show with you live, saying something in poetic style for Domestic Violence Month. So just remember, October is Domestic Violence Month. So next month we will be winding down before my surgery. But for next week, I'll tell you what, as you already seen, we're going to go ahead and talk about that subject. We're going to bring it to y'all live, and we're going to bring it to you real. We're going to talk about the cultural interception problem with Black men dating outside their race.
Oh, I can tell you. Oh, I'm gonna tell me a lot to say about that.
Yeah. Yes. So I would like, that's one guest I would love to have on here. And I'm gonna have to talk to her first. So we truly miss King D on this day here.
Yeah.
We really missed him and his words. I know he would have had a lot to say.
Oh yeah, he would have.
I'm gonna ask him some questions. I know some cougars are chasing him and everything. He's running. Poor man.
Yeah, but we're gonna go ahead and let our co-host take us out.
All right, y'all. Look, y'all come and check us out next week where we discuss, as Spicy said, the Black man dating on the other side. So please tune in for that show. Y'all stay safe out there. Cougars, hey, you can find men your age out there, just saying. But hey, do what you want. So that's all I got to say. Spicy.
Well, thank y'all all for tuning in. We're gonna see y'all next week. So we'll be bringing it live, talk about the interception when it comes down the dating outside your race. So make sure y'all call in next week. We're gonna bring it to you live. It'll be me and Dwight and Denise and hopefully King D and another guest. We'll see what's gonna go on. But much love to you all. See you next week. God bless. Be safe and spray that Lysol.
Oh yeah, spray it. Where's it at? I need some. Spray. Yes.